Hello riders or not, today on the vlog is all new Indian Scout. Unfortunately, I won't be able to ride them today. The bikes are in Munich, as you can see on the podium, just after the gorgeous presentation yesterday. But today I want to present you each model and show visually how much they are improved. Also, as talk about the things like a size of it and how does it fit and all the things that you normally would get on the motorcycle show, for example. So it's unfortunately only a little sneaky bit of a sound, and majority of the time we will spend walking around and looking at the beauty of the new lineup of the Scouts. The name of a Scout is known for over 100 years now. And now I am sitting on Creme de la Creme on Scout 101. Most probably I will ask Indian, could I ride this one first? Because it does look like a piece of art. Just like FTR, it's gorgeous, it's absolutely gorgeous bike. But also it feels great. I am 1 centimeters 5'9" and wearing heels today, but even without the heels, as you can see, the bike is nice and low, and the weight balance, because it's quite low weight balance, doesn't feel as heavy as it actually physically is. The bars, I would prefer them slightly bit more closer, especially when I have my legs on. I would probably prefer them over here, but that is the easiest ever adjustment, just 4 Allen key bolts here and tweak it slightly towards you, and that is sorted. So that's probably one thing that I would adjust straight away. Absolutely love that the mirrors comes upside down already, and you don't have that sticker which I had on my bike when I put the mirrors upside down, and the writing on here that the objects might appear closer than they are is upside down too, so you can say that I just put the mirrors upside down. These are upside down already, and overall looking at it, everything is a top quality, everything very nicely, precisely put together and built together. know, guys, that I'm not a color person. I'm wearing black most of the time, sometimes white, and very rarely you will see color. As well as the bikes that I have, or the bikes that I built, they never end up colorful. But I personally would prefer the red one because of the heritage, because of it's a right tone of a red, and it looks darker. It looks absolutely great, but I have to admit it was very hard decision to make. Which one would you prefer? Would it be a white one or a red one? From yesterday's presentation, it sounded like they introduced Scout as a completely new motorcycle, a completely new model. By changing the frame, it's all steel now. I really like the stitching on the seat, and the seat is quite comfortable and spongy. It feels great, and I think can handle long rides as well. The new Scout is keyless, and I think it's great. My first motorcycle is keyless, and I built a habit of leaving a key on some bikes that I borrowed because I'm so used to always have a key in my backpack or in my pocket or on my belt rather than having to put it in the motorcycle. And on this particular bike, we have a key on the handlebars. Are you working for Indian? Can I start the bike only a little bit? That's so cool. A Super Scout is more made for touring. Already comes with a pillion seat and pillion pegs as a standard. That little pad is for your spouse or your mate. Just sit, let's see how comfortable is that. It's okay, not like the huge touring bike, but still comfortable enough to sit with your partner and ride together. Overall, the sitting position and the stance is slightly different from 101. The handlebars comes a little bit closer, and to be honest with you, I prefer that. That fits me slightly better, that handlebar position, as well as the mirrors are nice and up. So it's more a touring version of the Scout for people who are intended to do long journeys with a partner or not. As you can see, it has the side panels already. I have to check if they come as a standard or you have to purchase them separately. You can add more luggage over here. From the looks, that is definitely not my preference. I prefer a little bit more mean looking bikes, not that classic touring with the windshield and the pillion seat. I'm not intended to take anyone, as my child is bigger than me now and not riding with me anymore. Soon he will be riding next to me, so I don't need a pillion seat and I prefer a single seater.
I was walking out one evening late, the moon was rising high, headed for the riverside, around us fuss and fight. Patrolman, he walked by, asked me where I'm going, said if the sun set on me there, I'd never make it home. He said, don't go downtown tonight, there's trouble on the rise. The bad men in the shadows, and they're bound to take your life. If you mind to ramble, I'll tell you how I do. Keep your money in your pocket, and the razor in your shoe. slipping silent through the creek, the hounds to lose my scent. I went up a tree and I watched them turn, wondering where I went. I take a rest, I hold my breath, I let it simmer down. I climb too high in my wandering eye, spied the lights of town.
I feel great on that. I feel on this one, I feel very similar like I feel on, for example, Triumph Boba. It has that very similar sitting position and aggressiveness in that, and I absolutely love that and looking forward to try that as well. If the touring version is definitely not I would look for, the classic version, I think it is gorgeous, especially the black one. There is a sneak peek of the venue where we had Indian presentation and the hotel that I am so lucky to stay for a night at. And that's where we found a new Scout Boba. I really thought that the Boba will be my complete favorite because I am a fan of Boba bikes, and I thought that from all the lineup that will be my favorite Indian until 101 completely stole my attention, and I thought this is the one. This is my favorite, but I have to admit that the Boba is great too. Again, slightly bit more different. Slammed suspension makes the ergonomics and sitting position slightly different. I can't talk about the difference by riding them, but I hope to compare some as well. But from the looks of it, it looks closer to 101, however, different. It looks even more dark, even more aggressive, just like Boba is, but also simplified and having very subtle Indian red in the matte color with a little shimmer in the light, and I believe it pops very nicely in the sunlight, but looks very subtle when you look at it and looks matte color over here. With all the matte black detail, it does look like a dark horse. It does look like a darker version of the Indian Scout. Yesterday at the presentation, they said that the new Scout is designed as a platform for a personal customization. It's designed to be simple yet refined enough to be ridden as it is, but simple enough for you to add your own tweaks and make it your own. I personally think that the Scout, especially the Boba, because it's so clean and starts so simple comparing with other models in the range, is a great platform to customize and a great platform to make it your own. And who knows, maybe one day I will have a chance to play with one and customize one. So now guys, after being able to sit on each new Indian Scout and going through the spec sheets and listening to people who created that new model, asking everyone around, I made my opinion that 101 is definitely my favorite, as well as I believe majority of people at the presentation at least. But then I would find very hard to choose between the Sport and the Boba model. I thought that Boba would be my favorite just because I love Bobas. But this has this mean character as well. I want to hear your opinion. Which one of the new Scouts suits me the best? If, like tomorrow, I would have a chance to choose one, which one would you recommend me to choose? And maybe I will have that chance to choose which one to ride and have as a press loan, and I will go for that one first. I'm looking forward to read the comments, and I'm looking forward to hear what you think of the new Indian Scout. That's it for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to do not miss the actual riding review of a new Scout. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.